Hey everyone. Once again, I'm very excited to be kind of sharing with you my second YouTube video as part of my new dream lifestyle, which I'm just so blessed and grateful to be experiencing and enjoying. So guys, hello again. For those of you watching me the first time, my name is Ben. I'm from London, and doing my second YouTube video today. So firstly, I just want to share with you the gratitude and the joy, oh my word, that I'm feeling from sitting on one of my new favorite little morning spots here. And again, I want to just share the view of you guys. How's this? How is this? And that right there was the lovely hotel I got to stay in for a couple of weeks. So I mean, talk about the power of prayer, and God really answering prayers and allowing me to live the kind of life of my dreams that I've been dreaming of for years now. It's I mean, how is that? How paradise-like and idyllic is that, getting to have a view of that every day. So yeah, that's the first thing I want to share, is really that. I mean, there's a lot more detail I can go into, but first thing I want to share with you is, if you have dreams, if you have like a dream lifestyle that you'd love to experience, but maybe you're holding yourself back, anyway, there's a lot more detail I can go into on this, but first thing I want to share today is, it really is possible. Something I'm learning is, if you really, or for me, my experience, it's only when I really started kind of connecting with God more deeply and started kind of trusting that God is he wants me to talk to him like a friend, like I would be talking to a friend. He wants me to be like really real. Like he wants me, when I'm talking to him, he wants me to just literally imagine like he's sitting right in front of me and he's just like a best friend. So, and that is really something which has made my new dream lifestyle possible. It's really believing in the power of prayer and just really trusting God and just trusting God that I'm allowed to talk to him as though I'm talking to a friend or a mum or a dad, or like a really good friend who's sitting there right in front of me. So that's the one thing I want to say. I wasn't actually planning on sharing that in this video, but it just came up for me. So hey, I'm just sharing it. So guys, my second video, for those of you who are new to watching me, I mentioned this yesterday in my introductory video, but I have a background as a PE teacher, so I love working with kids. I then moved into kind of personal training, fitness training, yoga teaching, which I still do. And then in the last couple of years, I focused more on like doing emotional, spiritual work, and because I wanted to devote more time to connecting with God, or if you don't believe in God, just more time to learning to be more loving to myself, more time on doing some inner work, learning how I can connect with my heart and my emotions in order to experience more joy and love in my life. So if that sounds good to you, then feel free to watch more of my videos or get in contact. And then my latest thing is as well as doing the kind of emotional and spiritual work, is I've just signed up to a course. It's called a somatic breathwork training course. So I'm learning more about breathing methods and how you can use breathing to heal your body and to release those trapped emotions, those things that are causing us to feel stuck, those things, those emotions that we're scared of, those deep down kind of horrible emotions that we don't want to look at. I'm learning more about how we can release that stuff in order then to, what I'm learning is, once we release those stuck and trapped and horrible emotions that we don't want to look at, once we learn to face them and face our fears, we can then actually experience the love and the joy, and we can once we release them, we can then live the life of our dreams. Anyway, there's a lot more detail I can go into on that. I didn't explain that very well, but you get the gist of what I'm saying, hopefully. So listen, guys, in this video, I just want to say, I want to keep this fairly brief today. I love learning about things that can improve our health. And so I've got into this new habit now of like sun gazing. So I just want to share with you a couple of benefits of, again, for any of you who are interested in learning healthy habits. Yes, sun gazing. Obviously, it helps if you're in a warm country. I understand that it's not going to be possible if you're in England or Ireland or some of the colder countries in Europe that I've lived in previously. But if you can get a chance to go on holiday, or maybe, it's still October, you might get some sunny mornings. Sun gazing is my latest little habit that I want to share with you. So some benefits of sun gazing are, they can actually help to improve your vision, your eyes. I actually learned from one man, Leo, I've forgotten his surname. Sorry, Heidi Grant, if you watch Heidi Grant. If any of you know Heidi Grant, or a Facebook friend of mine, her partner Leo, but I've forgotten his surname. He actually had cataracts. I imagine he's in his 70s or 80s. Sorry, Leo, if I'm getting your age wrong, but I'm guessing you're of that kind of age category, 70s, 80s. And he had cataracts, and doctors told him, there was pretty much no other option for him. He'd have to get surgery. But he started sun gazing, and he healed his cataracts. So that's one benefit of sun gazing. Another one is it's very good for your skin. I personally have a background of having something called rosacea and seborrheic dermatitis, I think it was called. And after being told by dermatologists and doctors that there was no cure, again, I found that one of the things that's helped my skin to heal is going out in the sun. You see, one of the benefits as well of going in the sun is it creates something called sebum. Sebum is like an oil, which is very good for your skin. So yeah, I found that, since coming to warmer climates and going to sunnier locations like I am in now, my skin just fares much better. My skin just seems to heal. So that's another benefit of it. Another one is, sun gazing, particularly in the morning, is, you get up like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. when the sun rises. Again, I can go into more detail on this and do some more research if you want, but I believe it's very much in alignment with the spiritual life. And the reason I say that is, again, what I've learned over the years and from different people I've listened to is, when you're up early in the morning, it's, there's certain times of day when you're more receptive to maybe hearing what your spirit guides or your angels or spirit guardian is telling you. So yeah, that's another benefit of getting up early and going out looking at the sun in sunrise is it can help you to kind of hear, it helps you to be more receptive to hearing what your angels and soul guides are guiding you with. So there's probably a ton more benefits, but that's, as I said, I keep it fairly succinct today. So yeah, that's just a new little health habit that I want to recommend to all you guys. Yeah, sun gazing. Highly recommend it. Just for safety, the video that I watched from my friend Leo, he suggests you only want to look at the sun though for in the very early hours, like literally when the sun comes up. So between 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. You see, after that, once the sun's been out for an hour or two, so when you're getting to look at like 8, 9 a.m., that's when the rays can become more harmful. That's when you're more susceptible to the damage from like UV rays. So that's my suggestion, guys. If you want any more advice on that, or if you'd like me to do more research on benefits of sun gazing, or the kind of best time to get up in order to hear what your spiritual guides are telling you, what God is telling you, then send me a message or drop me a comment if you'd like me to research more on that. What else can I say? Oh yeah, another little, this is just something I've learned. Again, I'm very into holistic health. I love sharing what I've learned about how to develop a healthy body. Is two things. So number one, the other benefit of sun gazing is, again, I learned this from Leo, it can actually help with your appetite. So you can actually get energy from the sun so that you don't need to eat as much. And again, to elaborate on that, what Leo mentioned is you can actually get energy from nature. So when you're out in nature more, it actually feeds you so that you don't need to then eat as much, again, which is healthy for your body. And then the other little benefit of, or the other little thing I want to share with you about you know, going out in the natural sun. Or a little tip I want to give you is you want to avoid sunscreen, okay? Most sunscreens are synthetic. Most sunscreens are chemicals. And another thing I've learned is, you know, your skin is like it's like the largest organ in your body. So if you're exposing yourself to sunscreens and especially if they're not pure natural ones, like when I say pure natural, if they're not pure titanium dioxide, or if they are not like pure coconut oil or seaweed or, you know, some natural ingredient that you're using as a sun barrier, if you're buying any kind of, you know, any commercial sunscreen, they're probably going to have chemicals. And then obviously once the chemical gets into your skin and then you go out in the sun's then heating it, which is then making it more dangerous, which is often leading to things like skin cancer. I know that's quite a big one. And so a lot of you maybe are not used to hearing that kind of teaching. I know it's controversial, but from what I've learned, it's you know, you'll find out, or I hope you don't find out. But the people who have, in my opinion, who are the most learned and the kind of most reliable sources to trust, they are all the ones saying avoid the sunscreen. When I look at the people promoting the sunscreens, they are more people without really coming from that natural background. They're more probably likely to come from a medical background, maybe a pharmacist background, maybe have some ties with cosmetic companies. So again, I know that one might be controversial, but I'm just speaking with truth from what I've learned. And by the way, I'm someone who used to use sunscreen, used to have terrible skin, and now has completely gone off sunscreen and my skin's healed. So hopefully that'll be a bit of a testimonial as to the benefits of going sunscreen free and just going natural. All right, guys, if you'd like any more info on anything I've shared today, please feel free to get in touch. Thanks, guys. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Or in Greek, as they say, telam avria.